Hey everyone, and welcome back to Be Kind Fare. It's great to have you here. Today, we're diving deep into a question many of you have asked: is a vegetarian diet really cheaper? It's a common belief, but is it actually true when you look at the numbers? We're going to break down the grocery bills and compare the cost of a typical meat-heavy diet versus a whole food, plant-based diet. We'll explore what this looks like in different parts of the world, from the United States and the United Kingdom to India and Nigeria. Let's get into the economics of food and find out which diet truly gives you more bang for your buck. Scene: animated grocery cart filling with various food items. One side has meat products, the other has vegetables, fruits, and grains. A big question mark appears between them. The idea that plant-based eating saves money seems logical. After all, beans, lentils, and rice are some of the cheapest foods you can buy. But what about the rising costs of fresh produce, the allure of fancy plant-based alternatives, and the regional price differences? It's not always a straightforward comparison. To get a clear picture, we need to consider several factors: the type of vegetarian diet, local food prices, and personal shopping habits. A diet based on processed vegetarian products will have a very different price tag than one centered on whole foods cooked from scratch. Scene: split screen. On the left, a person is in a US supermarket, looking at packages of meat. On the right, another person is at a farmer's market, picking out fresh vegetables. Let's start our global tour in the United States. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Hunger and Environmental Nutrition found that vegetarian diets could be significantly cheaper than meat-based ones. Researchers compared the cost of a standard 2,000-calorie meal plan recommended by the USDA with a plant-based version. The plant-based plan, rich in foods like potatoes, beans, and vegetables, cost on average about $750 less per year. However, this assumes you're cooking from scratch and focusing on whole foods. If you start swapping out every meat product for a highly processed plant-based equivalent, like faux burgers and sausages, the cost savings can quickly disappear. These convenience items often come with a premium price tag. Scene: a person in the UK comparing prices of lentils and minced meat in a supermarket aisle. The prices are highlighted. Now, let's hop across the pond to the United Kingdom. The situation here is quite similar. A study from Oxford University revealed that vegan and vegetarian diets were the most affordable options in high-income countries. Their research, published in The Lancet Planetary Health, showed that a vegetarian diet in the UK could reduce food costs by up to 1/3. The biggest savings came from replacing red meat with plant-based proteins. Again, the key is the focus on whole foods. Legumes, seasonal vegetables, and grains form the backbone of these savings. The UK has seen a surge in plant-based products, but relying on them heavily can make a vegetarian diet just as, if not more, expensive than a traditional one. Scene: a bustling, colorful market in India. A woman is buying a variety of dals, spices, and fresh vegetables from a vendor. Our next stop is India, a country with a long and rich history of vegetarianism. Here, the economic landscape of food is completely different. For a significant portion of the population, a vegetarian diet isn't just a choice, it's the most economically viable way to eat. Staples like dal, lentils, rice, roti, flatbread, and seasonal vegetables form the core of daily meals. These ingredients are abundant, culturally integral, and, most importantly, affordable. In this context, a meat-heavy diet is often seen as a luxury rather than the norm. The cost of meat, poultry, and fish is substantially higher than that of plant-based staples. Scene: a person shopping at an open-air market in Lagos, Nigeria, buying yams, beans, and leafy greens. Finally, let's look at Nigeria. The traditional Nigerian diet is naturally rich in plant-based foods. Staples include yams, cassava, plantains, rice, and beans. These foods are grown locally and are relatively inexpensive. Soups and stews, central to the cuisine, are often packed with leafy greens and other vegetables. While meat is part of the culture, it's often used in smaller quantities to flavor a dish rather than being the centerpiece of the meal. For the average Nigerian household, increasing meat consumption would mean a significant increase in their food budget. Therefore, a diet centered on plant-based staples remains the most economical choice. Scene: a montage of people from different countries cooking simple, delicious-looking vegetarian meals at home. A US family making black bean burgers, a UK couple preparing a lentil shepherd's pie, an Indian family cooking dal and rice, and a Nigerian person making a vegetable stew. So, what's the final verdict? Is being vegetarian actually cheaper? Based on our global tour, the answer is a resounding yes, but with an important condition. A whole food, plant-based diet, centered on staples like grains, legumes, and seasonal vegetables, is consistently more affordable than a meat-heavy diet across the globe. The savings are most dramatic in high-income countries like the US and UK, where meat is a dietary staple. In countries like India and Nigeria, a plant-forward diet is already the economic default for a majority of the population. It's the most practical and sustainable way to eat. Scene: the host is back on screen, smiling, with an animated graph showing the cost savings of a vegetarian diet in the 4 countries mentioned. The secret to unlocking these savings lies in your shopping cart. It means embracing cooking from scratch and building your meals around affordable, nutrient-dense plant foods. Think hearty bean chilies, flavorful lentil curries, and colorful vegetable stir-fries. These meals are not only kind to your wallet but also incredibly delicious and nourishing. If you lean heavily on prepackaged, processed vegetarian and vegan alternatives, you might not see any savings at all. Convenience often comes at a cost, no matter what diet you follow. Thank you so much for joining me today as we unpack the economics of food. I hope this breakdown was helpful and gave you some food for thought. What are your experiences with the cost of a vegetarian diet where you live? Share your thoughts and tips in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Be Kind Fare and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Until next time, eat well and be kind.